Channeling the information, there's quite a few guides here, and they're going to start off with dreams. And if you're having even more wackier dreams than ever before, if you've been having really weird and wacky dreams, they get even weirder, especially when you open up your energy and start looking at working with your intuition, your psychic self. Thank you. And what they are saying to me is that a lot of you will feel that what is reality and what is dream state. Now, I've been told to say to you, we receive messages from our guides, from our higher self. And I then tuned into my guides and I wanted more information. And they were sort of saying a lot of your guides are interacting with you more now. Okay, thank you. And okay, here we go. Many of you are accessing other avenues, you see, other dimensions, shall we say. Most of you are familiar with the word of dimensions, accessing other dimensions, especially through your sleep, you see. You see, your physical vessel holds you awake in your 3D world of your reality, and not to say that anything beyond that is not reality and it is an illusion, but of course it's not an illusion as such. Within your dream state, it's easier to travel in and out of your dreams. It's easier to step aside, to move forward, to move backwards, to leave that physical vessel. You see, you have access to your memories when you are awake, of course you do, and your present self, and some of you are moving into the future state of what you want to happen. And while you are sleeping, in a sleeping state, you don't have to interact with your physical body. You can leave it resting, of course. You leave it to one side and you leave your physical vessel in a sense of being aware you are elsewhere. So let us explain. When you move in a direction of your dream state, you leave your physical vessel in a sense of you are receiving information. Many of you may not even realizing you are accessing the Akashic Records. You're accessing your past lives. There's information that you are recalling forward, you see. Depending on the state of your mind and what it is, the answers to questions that you need to have answered during your sleep self, then you can answer those questions within your dream state. It is possible to set the questions before you go off to sleep by writing them down, some of you, because some of you forget when you're in your dream state. So if you had a notepad and you wished to have answers from your dreams, it would be to set the questions before you entered into dream state, to ask the questions and then to allow yourself to wander off. You imagine it's like being in a mansion as such, through the corridors into the different rooms, which we would say maybe are dimensions, you might call them different times and space, and asking questions, you see. What if we were to say that in this lifetime, this is the life that you are living, but in your dream state, you are able to travel through many parallel lives that you are also existing in? Because there are many parts of yourself that exist, you see. Even in the world that you live in, how someone might see or interpret a situation or know you from a situation, and then another friend or a colleague or family member may see you very differently. You see, all the versions of yourself, there are so many out there. People you have worked with before, people you know now, people you're going to know in the future. And again, as many of you are aware, there is no such thing as past and the future as such. They all overlap each other. As Anne would say, like a flaky pastry. Of course she would. But yes, that you are overlapping many areas and energies of your life. So your dream state that you enter into, there are messages that are held there for you, but they also could be your past lives that you may be revisiting in your dream state, because it's easier to access the emotional energy from these dreams rather than when you are awake. Because when you are awake and your eyes are open, you're aware of your environment and you try to logically make sense of a situation. When your eyes are closed, when you're in dream state, it's easier for you to move around. and to access the information, as in a mansion or a large house or building. You can access the information in each of the rooms. It's having the intention to sit there and ask the question of where the information's coming forward from. Now, the more that you are open and inquisitive and working with your psychic self, your intuition, you'll find it easier to access this. But it's similar to the child that has the flying dreams, that the more that you concentrate too hard on this, then you drop back down into your dream. You're no longer flying. So allow yourself just to engage in the hobby of asking dreams, asking the questions, writing down on the notepad before you go to sleep at night, and allow yourself to access the information. The information may be about something that's holding you stuck in your present life, that your higher self will be able to engage with you to direct you to the answer. You will be able to move in and out of your dream state. There are many messages there in your dream state. Okay, so as I'm talking to you, I'm being shown images. They're showing me, and I am aware, thank you, one of my guides is by my side and is making me aware of the conversation about dream state and what information you can access. Oh, thank you. I've also got information they left here. They're talking about clues on your dreams, so wherever you are. So remember, they said as a sensory being, as a human being, you have your sensory self, seeing, hearing, touch, taste, whatever, and you're accessing another area of yourself. So you're working with another side, another energy field of yourself in the dream state. You're able to access information, so unlocking any questions that you have regarding what's going on in your life and how you're going to receive information. Thank you. They also just said to me, your higher self has access to all this information. So your higher self is trying to give you clues. It's trying to give you information, the messages that you are receiving from your dream state. So they're saying you can access the information. It's really important. It's a bit like walking into the Akashic Records, asking for the information. The information's there. It just brings it forward. Have we got